Yes, welcome back to In The Red Korner podcast with me, Ross. I hope everyone's well. What a day. Absolutely red hot up in the city of Carlisle today. Beautiful. Hope it's as hot down wherever you are as it is up here, because it's been amazing. Sweating though, look at that shiny forehead. Tonight though, I'm joined by Anthony Holmes. It's been a while since we've seen Anthony. He's been keeping himself to himself, but he's back. And he's got a bit to say, so that's always good. It's a pleasure to have him back on the show. Quick one, Cloud Competitions, sponsor of the podcast. They're running a competition. They've just hit 10,000 followers on Instagram. So they're running a competition where you can win £1,000 and it costs you nothing to enter. Chance to win £1,000, nothing to enter. So there you go. Get onto Cloud Competitions. The link to their Instagram's in my description box. So go and give them a follow and hit them up. But as always, enough of me waffling. Or one last thing. Jab that like button, jab the subscribe button. You probably won't after you've watched the video. So jab it now. Just jab it now. Cost you nothing. If we've got there, Dangerous Darren. Nice to see you in the comments. Dangerous Darren, as always. Respect to you, mate. Sorry for being a bit dangerous. Like pal. James Foster, how we do? I hope you're well. John McCluckey, evening. How are you doing? And thanks very much for all the birthday messages yesterday as well. Really appreciate it from all you lads. Nice little community that we're building, the bare knuckle community. I really appreciate it. Made us feel all warm inside. But yes, right, enough of me talking. Let's bring Anthony on now. Holmesy, how you doing?
Good, mate. Thanks for having us on again.
No, thank you for being on. The Yorkshire Gladiator. You've been away for a little while, but now let's see if this works a second. Anthony Holmes, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, mate.
I don't know if that works or not.
Hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. There's a little audience there. I've got a button, but I don't know if it's working or not. But yes, good to see you back, mate. Good to see you back.
Yeah, I'm working hard again now. For a long time when I didn't think I could fight again. I've had a lot going off legally as well. And then, like I said, with health. So I didn't think I'd be out fighting again, but I finally got all clear and we're back putting out grinding, changed a few things up, and looking forward to getting back out in October. I believe that's the one. They said I'll be fighting on, so October, Leeds.
Amazing. I mean, last time we seen you, it was November in Leeds against Barcroll. Didn't go the way that you wanted, but I know, we spoke before and after and things, and you really weren't well that fight. And I think you've been on the podcast since that fight, and you know, you were saying you were, you nearly pulled from the fight. You were doing all sorts, putting onions in your socks, trying to get rid of this, whatever it was.
Yeah, well, that's what's ongoing. Else being that was just the end of it, but they ended up with flu of the week as well. But I actually collapsed 2 weeks before the fight. I just put it down to the weight cut because it's the first time I fought 79. Didn't think no of it. I kept going odd dizzy spells, and I didn't think much of it. And then I caught flu week at fight, so I just thought, well, it's start of that, just playing up. And long after the fight, it was still continuing or having more dizzy spells, more frequent. I started collapsing quite a lot, and to the point where I couldn't even work on odd pads for anybody. So obviously I had to go through all tests and stuff. Took months and months, but because of how long it took to get an MRI and stuff, I thought, I've got a brain tumor, what's happened? Sort of going through my head, I got those answers. But off my original brain scan, the note come back. They couldn't see how an ordinary. So, and then left me with more questions. What's going off then? But it was happening more and more frequent. So, like I said, sometimes I just collapsed there and then on the spot. We had no warning. But eventually we got round to it. It started clearing up, and we've seen somebody say post-concussion syndrome. It can last weeks, months, or even up to a year. So I think the time off's going to be good, but we've got the all clear now, and we're good to go again, and we're putting the work in. So
amazing! No, it's great. It's great to hear that you've got the all clear. How was that? Was that messing with your mind a bit then? So was it just not taking the proper breaks between fights that?
Yeah, well, from Constantly sparring and only having a couple of weeks off from fight. It's back-to-back fight camps and only having a couple of weeks off from a fight and then straight back in sparring. But you're constantly getting knocks on it, don't you? I've just not left it a long enough time, and I haven't had a chance to heal properly. So it's probably done me really good this time out. And I've revisited a few other things, changed my strength and Connor. Started working with Brad Foster now, which seems to be doing really good. He seems to be finding that dog in me again, putting absolutely through hell. And when my body's ready for quitting, still finding another 4 or 5 minutes and then pushing me through hell again during that while my body's giving in. So it's it's been hard work to get back, but we're doing it, and we're going to keep doing it till we're back in October. So
fantastic! You're looking in great shape. Your last fight, you were saying there about the weight cut down to 79 was the first time you've done it. What kind of weight are you sitting at now, and what kind of weight are you looking to come back at?
I'm at 89 at the minute, and we've said from my first cut, because we're going to do it gradually, especially everything what body's just been through. But since last time I spoke to you, we aren't going to do out fast and damage body around, so we're going to do it, get down to 84 and then look to get down to 79, keep on that weight cut, but get it down nice and gradual, rather than fucking myself up. And I've seen that picture you've used on advertisement. I look like a cracker, doesn't it?
Well, I mean, it was a tough old weight cut for you, like you say, but
yeah, I did look bad on it, didn't I? I thought, but you don't see Sensei at time, do you? It's the first time I've seen it back. I thought, fucking hell, I do look
bad. Light heavyweight, then. I mean, there's plenty of options for you in light heavyweight for you to come back to. I mean, are you wanting to go right into the deep end with the big boys again, or
whatever they give me? It's not up to me to say. Obviously, I ain't even interested in belts, right? To be honest with you, my goal is just get a few wins under me again, get back on running tracks, and try and reclaim the losses what I took. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I would like a shot at it again. I just, obviously it's hard to get over. They've both been doing well, other than Kroll just lost his to that Jardine, did they?
Big Jardine.
Yeah. So it'd be just nice to get those losses back, to be honest with you. I'm lost without it, and I just want to keep going as long as I can. When I feel healthy, like I say, it scared me. With me not being able to fight, with everything going off and not having no answers for quite a while, it's made broke my ass. I went lying in a dark place, and then going through all this legal stuff I've been going through. It's like, well, what do I do now? It's like my passion, my love. So, we've got a lot going off as well, but it's because I'm getting married February, finally taking leave, me and our last.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so we've got stuff to look forward to, but at the time, my head was all over shot, thinking, what do I do now? What direction do I go into? And I do need to compete, because I need something physical to really put myself into. So
yeah,
it was a bit scary.
So although you weren't able to fight, evening Josh Maskell in the comments there. Hope you're well, my man. Although you weren't able to fight, say again.
I've just been round it is now, having a catch up.
Oh, have you? Oh, good stuff.
Yeah.
Were you able to train at all, or were you not allowed to train while they were doing the tests and everything?
No, every time I even tried doing oats light, like I said, I forgot. First of all, it might be blood pressure. I would start doing a bit, good dizzy, and then I'd be nearly face planting or something, or having to get body or something. And then it got to a point I couldn't even have pads, and it wasn't just happening at once a day, it was happening several times a day, just at random moments. So I had to have quite a bit of time off work, so you can imagine financial burden that caused as well. So but everything's back on track now.
Yeah, and hopefully some big paydays to come. With you coming back.
Yeah, Yeah. I mean, it's the show's getting better and better. The show's out there's more coming over. We've got some exciting news to release soon, not just yet, but looking what we're going to be working on in the away and some future talent. So yeah, we'll be
Great stuff.
announcing that next week.
Because down in Yorkshire, there's a mass amount of bare knuckle fighters and things like that, isn't there? Down there, there's loads come out of Yorkshire. Tough place.
Yeah, I think that's all it is. They need a good, just one good area though, can get them all together training.
Well, let's see what happens in the future then, shall we? Yeah, like you say, the talent pool as well coming through is unbelievable. Have you been keeping an eye on who's doing what? And
not as much. I've been catching up on highlights and that. It's not so much the full fights, but it's just growing, isn't it? The interest is growing. I mean, I've last couple of conversations I've had as well. They're finding it more exciting than UFC, and then for people to start saying that,
yeah,
and that's it's short rounds, isn't it? But it's just bursting. It's people start thinking that it's more exciting than UFC, so it's only going to show you how much it's going to keep going.
absolutely. It's non-stop action. I think that's what the people love about it. It's got knockdowns and people getting up and knockouts and cuts and blood, and it's got it all. Sometimes in the UFC when it goes down to the ground game and things, and people don't fully comprehend the jiu-jitsu side of it or the wrestling side of it, and people lying on top of someone for 5 minutes just to win the round for the control. But BKFC doesn't have anything like that. It's you're all in or you're all out.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's just that rawness as well. We all cuts and stuff. I think the people do. They do like that, the blood and cuts and stuff and the knockouts. So
they do. And there's nothing better than a live BKFC show as well. I absolutely love being at them. And the next one coming up, Conatini, Johnny Graham from round your way.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting fight. That obviously Connor's a top lad, but Johnny's no mug. He's quite experienced in boxing world, and I can see him maybe doing a little upset. He's got it in him too. But like I say, he's been around boxing for a long time.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I had Johnny on a couple of weeks ago. If anyone hasn't seen that podcast, they can go back and watch it. I said to him, I thought it was going to be a real technical fight between them, to be honest.
Definitely. Yeah, it'll be a good one to watch. That it won't be just an all-out brawl. You'll see it's still in it. So
yeah, I mean, Johnny begged to differ. He said he can see it being a tear-up. He wants to tear up for the fans, and but time will tell. It'll all come out in the wash, won't it?
Yeah, I think Connor will try and keep it at range, to be honest with you.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting. I don't know if anyone's seen as well yesterday. Lou and myself are going to be working on doing a press conference in Middlesbrough. You can go over and see the dates and the time and everything on my Instagram and on the Fuse Instagram as well. So hopefully something we can start doing. But really exciting. Mate, I'm absolutely buzzing that you're back and things. Did you enjoy your time off social media?
I needed it, to be honest. Like I say, the head we're not knowing what was happening. The head wanted best place, and then you can't help sometimes but read comments and fights and posts and stuff, and the little having digs at me and stuff, and you're thinking like, yeah, I haven't got a fucking clue, but yeah, it does your mental health a bit of good, just stepping back from it a little bit. So I just needed to get myself together, understand what was happening. And then once we got all clear, start putting things into play to get me back in good condition. So we're in a lot of pain at the minute with training, getting that good foundation back. I actually dread. I get more nerves between my sessions at the minute when my strength and con with Brad than what I do on fight night. So I think, fucking hell, what's he going to do to me today? So yeah, it's been good.
Have you still been? Sorry, mate. Go on.
You always love the sessions after, but during, yeah, there's quite a few swear words coming out to win during.
Like you say, it's good though. He's doing that. It's bringing that dog back out inside you again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I think I went last couple. I started going down scientific route, which don't get me wrong, I do think it works in an aspect. But like it's telling me, oh, you shouldn't be training today. You know, like all my HRV readings and that. Basically telling me, on that aura ring, basically telling me I need to relax, and it's like puts it in your head. It's saying, no, my body's not working to full potential here. So I've ended up starting back, ended up chucking it all out back to old school, and putting body through it again. I'm just not listening off like a score ratio or out, and probably go back to that native fight to make sure I'm not overtraining on that. But time being, foundation's being rebuilt on that. Yeah, we're just slugging it out.
Amazing. You've gone full on Rocky 4. Is that what you're
saying? Exactly that. Yeah, my body knows it, and all.
I remember last time you were on, you were saying that you were dabbling with the mushrooms and things like that. Is that still something that you're doing at all, or have you kind of given that a rest?
Just something I will do that I am a person who's like can be a yo-yo in his head, and if I feel like I'm in that downward spiral period where I don't seem to be having any up days, I will go and I'll macrodose on mushrooms. Just lock myself away in the bedroom, have a macrodose, see what I need to see,
Yeah.
But I always, it seems to, back from 3 to 6 months after that, I seem to be bang on again. I'm thinking positive, not on a downer. So I think it's something I'll always do, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Just it's what seems to help me. So maybe look into studies on that. It is good for stuff like that anyway. Depression and stuff.
I mean, it's hard, isn't it? Especially coming off a couple of losses and things like that, having to deal with it and find your headspace around it. I know there's a couple of guys, speaking to one today, that has kind of struggled since his last loss, and hopefully we can get him the help that he needs and things. But
yeah, I mean, it is a part of sport, but the only thing is, if we have a bad day at office, we're all being, we're there in front of everybody being judged. So, and then everybody's got the opinion. People what's never even thrown a punch in your life, telling you what you shit, or there's always somebody pulling you down one way or another. But I've got to have pretty tough skin that way. That's why it is not very good to go on social media or like that all the time either, because you can feed into it if you let that road out.
Yeah.
So, but it is a part and parcel of it. Most people in combat sport will go through with a loss. Just one of those things. You can't let it beat you. You just got to get back on the horse and try and correct the mistakes where you went wrong.
That's it. That's what I kind of said to him. I said, look, it was a bad night. It's not a bad life, is it? You kind of got to get over it. Like you say, get on the horse and ride on.
Yeah. It's for me, like fighting, the routine and the whole lifestyle, it gives me focus. So I love the process of the training camps and stuff, because it gives me something solid to focus on, a goal in front of me. But where outside of training camps, I'm not the best version of me, should I say? So I do feel like I do need those fight camps and goals to go for, and that chance to compete.
Yeah, it's the structure, isn't it? And something to strive towards.
I mean, I've said this on before, if you could put in a pill how you feel when you're getting your hand raised, that ring walk, the pre-nerves before, all in one pill, that mixture, you'd be absolutely billionaire. If you could feel out like what you do go through on a fight day, especially when you win as well. But what comes with that as well, usually after a fight, is a dip. Because you've done all that build up, and then it's like that week after a fight, well, I've done now. What's next? And you feel like
yeah.
So, well, yeah, I love it.
Yeah. I always ask the fighters, what kind of things they put in place to kind of, because, like you say, you go up. There is an inevitable fall down, and, all the weeks and months that you've put the structure in place of getting up and going to the gym. you know, it's kind of, you've got nothing to go to the gym for other than yourself, but
Yeah.
you know, to feel good and stuff. But it's hard, isn't it? It's hard for lads.
Yeah, I mean, once you start seeing, you know, the patterns and stuff, you can put things into place. Like we always try to get away just after and stuff. But like I said, this time we'll be getting married, so I won't be going anywhere straight after.
Excellent. Are you getting married in the UK? Getting married abroad, or
Cape Verde? We
oh, lovely.
had a holiday in there in February, and it was that relaxing. Met people. Half the people didn't have it over there, but they're nice. Some of the nicest people, all trying to help each other out. You know, got a fantastic time. So yeah, when we looked into price and that over there, thought, definitely. So beach wedding for half it, a lot more than half the price of what it is over here. So I'll take that.
Typical Yorkshireman.
Yeah.
The Cape Verde, though, I've always wanted to go to New Zealand. But it's a beautiful part of the world. South Africa, isn't it? I know. I'm playing.
Yeah, it's just an island off Africa, isn't it? It's but they go in February, and that their winter's absolutely red hot. It's nice to have. It's all the difference. It's got a little bit of breeze in February, which you're more than welcome that way heat over there. So,
yeah, is it Tabletop Mountain they've got there?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. We don't really much go out at resorts, just big resorts.
Yeah.
We went out to the beach, went to like a barbecue on an African night, and then we went down with all locals, which is an eye opener. We've got like pallet houses and that with cement and stuff on. We just started friendly, they all were and all nice. You can't ask to meet better people, so yeah. I thought we'd definitely be back there again. I could live there.
Brilliant. Before I let you go, pal, have you got? Is there anyone you've got your eye on thinking that you might want to have a little ding dong with?
Yeah, it's like BKFC decide first. I just want to get back where I belong. That's it. And BKFC put whoever they deem fit. So and then once I get back to winning ways, and then I'll start making call-outs and that from there.
Brilliant. Can't wait. Have you got any gyms, teammates, coaches you want to give a shout out to?
Neil Wayne, Brad Foster, been a great help. You know, Brad Foster with Strength and Con is doing me world of good, like I say. He's getting that dog out of me again and moving forward with him. I can see what he's doing. I'm looking forward to seeing the end result. And like I say, as always, Neil Wayne, he's been the coach with him as I can remember. And Bodytronics as well, sponsors. So
excellent.
I appreciate them on board, yeah.
And you can find Anthony back on Instagram now. Go over and give him a follow if you haven't already. Watch his journey, and he's got some exclusive news coming very, very soon. So don't miss out on that one, mate. Thank you for coming on. Really appreciate it. I'm pleased you're back. I think the sport needs you as well. You know, such a high-profile fighter that you are, and everything that you've given in the past. You know, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to watching your journey back.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
No worries, man. Thanks very much. Yeah, nice one. I'll speak to you soon, mate.
See you later. Bye.
See you later. The Yorkshire Gladiator, Anthony Holmes, ladies and gentlemen. Diamond of a fella. Pleased he's back. And, you know, he's going to do the business again. And like you said, he wants, you know, to get out the lose column and get into the win column again. But thank you all for jumping in the comments there. Really appreciate it. James, Josh Maskell, Yeti, how you doing, Yeti? Hope you're well. Ice Cold, Sharon, Adrian Clegg, and John McCluskey as well. Thank you very much. Tomorrow I'll be back with WBKB Thursday. We've got a live face-off happening, so don't miss that one against Josh Monkhouse and Callum Fuller. And again, thank you very much. Jab that like button, jab the subscribe button, and I'll speak to you all soon.